Hi Libra, welcome. So Libra, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the love you versus them reading. I'm time stamping this April because that's when I'm recording it, but my reading is timeless. So I just trust that whenever you find this is when you're meant to hear it. So Libra, yes, let's get into it because the energy felt so good when I was meditating. I'm kind of excited to see what comes out for you. The first card out is the 6th house of the craft. And I also want to just take note that there's a full moon, the 23rd, I believe it today. And you may really benefit from this full moon, Libra. And you know, I know we say this about every full moon. It's a time to release. It may be a very emotional time as well, but I honestly feel like good vibes, I guess, coming from this full moon period. So hopefully, you know, you're feeling that as well. But again, you have the 6th house here, Virgo energy for some of you that could be in your chart, and or it's just the influencing overall vibes. This is all about details, health, well-being, work, organization. It's a very pure energy. It also talks about learning new skills, apprenticeships, you know, what have you. So I feel like this is a very productive time frame for you as well. Like a time where you may be just getting stuff done, you know, catching up on things that you've needed to catch up on. It is spring, so spring cleaning time for some of you. But I specifically am getting the word catch up, not like ketchup, you know, like mustard and ketchup, but like catching up. This is a time period for catching up, whatever that means. Anyways, you have the inner voice, friendliness, ooh, and the master. This is really, really what I was feeling. Very earthy, very practical energy showing up for you, Libra. A very grounded type of vibe here. But it's also light and bright and beautiful. You have the card of your inner voice, which is the card of intuition, the card of friendship and friendliness, as well as the master. So I feel like also they're highlighting your social group, partnerships, friendships, as well as being your own best friend, Libra, being kind to yourself, talking kindly to yourself, being gentle with yourself when you feel like you've made a mistake, right? And then the master, I love this energy. So this is like being in that space where you've mastered some sort of lesson or mastered a craft or something you're very good at. This could mean a lot of things, but to me, this is the magician in this deck. And the magician in traditional tarot is somebody who has all the skills needed to make whatever they want happen, right? So I feel like Libra, you have all of the skills needed to master or manifest whatever it is that you are wanting. And how do you get there? By being kind to yourself first and foremost, but yes, also to others, connecting with love, connecting with loved ones, staying in that space of bliss and joy, and then listening to what inspiration or inspirational ideas come from that space, particularly if you're trying to master things around creativity, productivity, work, or details, okay? So let's see what else we have coming through for my Libras. Libra, what else does Libra need to know? You have the Sun card. Okay, whoa, the King and Queen of Swords. Now, usually I would say, ouch, this can be a very harsh energy, but because Libra, this is your reading and you're an air sign, I feel like this is just more representative of Libran energy, but take it as it resonates. You may be dealing with some harsh energies. I feel like if that's the case, you know, if there's this very serious or authoritative or like harsh energy around you, I feel like you're going to handle business, you know. Don't talk back to a Libra because Libras will Put you right in your place, okay? But on the positive end, you have the sun here, which is very optimistic, very positive, affluent energy. This is talking about feeling vitalized, revitalized for some of you. You know, and they're wanting you to be a little bit more playful and happy with your energy, especially if things have been feeling way serious or taken too seriously, right? Because again, there's this very serious vibe showing up here, and it's like, well, that'll take you places, right? Being an authoritarian. But if you want to enjoy the journey, bring a little bit of that softness with you. Bring a little bit of that positivity with you. Like, don't take things so seriously, Libra. I feel like sometimes that can be a blockage for you, especially when you overanalyze things or you start to be very critical about yourself or to yourself, especially if you have Virgo placements, Libra. So that's just something to be aware of, right? Like I think that we used to think, old school thinking, that the harder you are on yourself, the more you'll achieve, right? And if you're not hard on yourself, then you're gonna be lazy. But really, when it comes to law of attraction and understanding energy, that actually works against you. The meaner you are to yourself, the harsher you are, the worse, the more critical you are of yourself, the worse you feel. The worse you feel. And actually you begin to develop an attraction point that attracts to you others that are going to be critical of you or harsh towards you. Whether that be in the form of attracting a very micromanaging, overly critical boss or partner, or you know, attracting that out of other people, you know, getting yourself in circumstances like that. That derives from having an overly critical mindset that produces that attraction point. And so it actually works against you to be your own worst enemy. And in fact, the way to improve is through joy. The way, they want me to say this different. The way to the improvement that you seek, Libra, the joyful improvement that you seek, is through being kind to yourself. Which isn't that interesting, because that was the first message that came out. Was like, it's all about being kind to yourself, right? It's about telling yourself, you got this, you can do this, things will change, just stay focused. I believe in you. I believe in you. How often do you tell yourself, I believe in you, right? So it is through that positive self-talk that all improvement begins to come into your life. And then think about the attraction point of somebody who speaks very kindly to themselves, right? So as you speak kindly to yourselves, you begin to produce a different law of attraction set point that attracts more kind people. People who are going to see the best in you. People who are going to uplift. People who are going to be supportive of you. Because you are kind to yourself. Because you are supportive of yourself. You see, you understand? We think that change begins in the outer world. But the outer world is a reflection, and nothing but a reflection, of the inner world, of the inner dialogue. And so it's about affecting change from within, Libra. And that begins with being kind to yourself. Also, if you've been really harsh and overly critical of others, it's not really going to get you what you think it's going to get you out of the situation. It's just going to net you more harshness, right? Because this is true in how you treat other people too. Like, the more harsh you are towards a partner, a loved one, a child, a coworker, whatever, the more likely they are to resent you. Not respect you, resent you. So it doesn't work when you do it to other people either. All the better reason to just be kind to yourself. Anyways, that's your TED Talk for today. AKA your guided message. All right, let's see what else for my Libras. King of Cups. Ooh, you know what? Some of you are masking emotion, right? Through this more harsh energy. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. I'm getting a phone call. I will have to call you back later. All right, let's see what else for my Libra. Wow, lots of kings. King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So I want to expand on what I was just saying there. Now, sometimes I feel like Libra, this harshness can come from a space of sensitivity. So say, for example, if you've had your feelings hurt, or, you know, you're feeling very sensitive for whatever reason, it may actually come off as irritation if it's not handled well, especially if you feel like somebody is being overly critical or overly domineering of you. I get a sense, a little bit of that happening as well, especially when it comes to the male figure or figures in your life, because this is a lot of masculine energy, right? And certainly I could be connecting with my Libra men, who are, you know, you might be the one that's being a bit much. That's a nice way for me to say it. A bit over domineering, if you will. Maybe needing to ease back a bit on that. But whether you're male or female or whatever, it's really, I feel like there's this disappointment here or hurt feelings showing up, or like this very sensitive energy. I also feel a little bit of like a whimsy, all up in your own world type of vibe here, which it may be why the 6th house showed up, of getting grounded, being practical, like not letting yourself get so wrapped up in your inner world, your thoughts and your emotions, that you neglect the outer world, right? That may need your attention, or there's things that you need to catch up with. Okay, so being present is also needed, but not just needed, therapy. You know, because most of our suffering comes from our brain, right? And so if you take away the scattered mind, right? If you immerse yourself completely and fully into what you're living right here and right now, it actually soothes the mind, because the mind gets, sometimes it just gets away with itself, you know, especially as air signs. And I'm a triple air sign. You guys know that. I have Libra in my moon and rising. It's easy for us to live in our mind, right? Forever be thinking about the next, our futures, our past, what happened, overanalyzing what happened yesterday, thinking about it over and over again, or rehashing something in our brain over and over again. Like, it's easy for us to go into that mental space, right? And so this time period is more about being of the flesh, Libra, being in the physical, being in the now, not worried about tomorrow, not thinking about the past, just fully focused right here and right now. And that's where most productivity comes from, right? When we're focused on the task at hand, or what's currently in our now environment, we are the most likely to get things done in an efficient manner. So it's about practicing presence as well. So let's see what else for my Libras. The Lovers, the Hangman, and the Page of Wands. If there's been any stalls, if there's been any delays or stalls when it comes to relationships, or a specific relationship, particularly with a masculine, but doesn't have to be, I feel like there's going to be movement in that, right? There's going to be new inspiration or new energy or some sort of revitalization in that connection, Libra. You have the Hangman here in the reverse. So in the upright, it's kind of like just kind of hanging out and waiting. It's like a waiting energy. And in the reverse, it's enlightenment. It's no longer waiting. So if you've been waiting for some sort of change to develop in a connection or a relationship, I feel that also coming through this time frame, okay, whenever you're watching this video. Span it out about 30 to 90 days. So there's a lot of positive things here on the horizon, okay? And I feel this particularly in two places of your life right now. One of them being the 6th house, which is the house of work, details, and your craft, as well as the house of relationships, friendships in particular, but some of you, intimate relationships as well. Some sort of new spark coming there. So let's see what the guidance is then, Libra. And then we're going to go to the love reading, you versus them. Libra. It is card number 9. I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings, constantly emanating vibrational signals of desire. And when from your human form you offer a vibration of what you want because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want, you cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing in your life. It is law. Really interesting card there, Libra. Wow, I'm so excited to go into the love reading and see what's next. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. So Libra, now we're going to go into the love reading, you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general read, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Woohoo! And let's go ahead and get started. So you have the card of completion, and this person has 2 cards, the outsider and breakthrough. Really interesting energy. So I feel like for you, Libra, this is about like the puzzle pieces coming together. Feel a sense of completion, right? A sense of getting the big picture or the full story. Now this person has a very different energy where they may be kind of breaking through their own boundaries or breaking through their own patterning. It's a very clarifying time for them. It might also be a time of turmoil and change. Sometimes this represents tower energy, but I feel this to be of a positive nature in the long run for this person. It's all part of their growth, all part of their expansion. So let's see what else. I'm going to go into recent past for my Libras. Then we're going to look at how you both feel about each other in the now. And how do you see each other and likely outcomes. So what else for Libra in the recent past? Yeah, I feel like the first song I got was Unsteady by the Ambassadors. I feel like Libra, in the past, there was a lot of unsteadiness. There's a sense of like being hurt that something wasn't working for you or something wasn't working out for you. And that could just be in a general sense, or it could be, you know, directly tied to this connection. I just get a sense of like you trying to find yourself through that, trying to find what does work for you, trying to find your sense of balance among maybe all of the chaos that was going on. But yeah, it is like a disappointing feeling, like, why isn't this working out for me? Or how come in the past this did not work out for me? And so there's questioning around it as well. And it's interesting because in the spiritual reading, I was saying, like, sometimes it derails us air signs when we overthink or rehash things too much in our mind, that it actually becomes more confusing than clear. And I feel like there's a bit of that going on as well. So let's see this person's recent past, the Sun, the 8 of Cups, ooh, and the Ace of Cups. So this person had to walk away from something in order to feel better. okay, or had to place distance in order to feel better. And I'm not getting the specifics of the why, I'm just getting that part. Yeah, so I feel like in order for this person to truly connect with themselves and them, their authentic selves, why can I not talk today? What's going on with that? In order for this person to reconnect with themselves, they had to walk away, or they had to place distance here. Okay, that could be from you, that could be from society, another person, you name it. It's a general reading, but that's what I'm getting. I feel like, you know, this person really needed to reconnect with their heart space, to what makes them happy, to what truly fulfills them, to their spiritual path. And there's a sense of sometimes needing to place distance in order for that to happen, right? And that doesn't mean it was a great deal of time and distance, although some of you, yes, it could just be taking a moment to themselves, taking a breather to themselves, right? I do feel an immense amount of love coming from this person's energy, Libra, and I feel for the majority of you that is directed at you, but take it as it resonates. Let's see. How does Libra see this person in the now? Six of Swords. Page of Swords. Oh, Two of Cups. The first thing I got was that there's something about this person or this connection that you don't trust. And maybe there was trust broken in the past, right? Or something that you thought was going to work that didn't work, and now you have trouble like just trusting in general, right? See, because the Six of Swords is here, and see you have the Page, which is the seventh sword here. So it's almost like you don't trust that you know like where this is headed or where this is going. But yet at the same time, there's a soulmate connection here. There's a strong bond here, okay? So let's see how this person is viewing you or perceiving you, Libra. King of Cups. King of Wands. Dang, there's that masculine energy. What else? The Justice card, your card. This person has been doing a lot of healing. Oh. Every time I get in their energy, I can't talk. This person has a third eye blockage and or a throat chakra blockage. Like, what in the heck? There is some disconnection going on here. Okay, or it could just be me, but anyways, I feel like this person has been actually trying to do a lot of self-work, a lot of healing. They're trying to stay cool, calm, collected, look confident, look strong. You know, they're trying to keep balanced, trying to be fair, trying to be patient. Wow, this person is really trying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they are exercising all their spiritual muscles right now. And maybe they needed space and time to get to this space where they're truly meeting themselves or being themselves. Because, you know, you can't really be your best and most authentic self until you know yourself, right? So there's this period of like getting to know themselves. There's also a period of like getting to know you, Libra. Or getting to know you even better, I'm hearing. So let's go into the heart space then. How are you feeling underneath it all? The Moon. The Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Usually I yawn when like my energy is shifting. So again, there's a shift coming through in this connection, and I felt that in the spiritual reading as well. This card also showed up in the spiritual reading. That's that sense of hesitation, okay? So I do feel in your heart space there is some hesitation here. I feel you just need to kind of explore this with your intuition, Libra. You want so badly to be in control, and to more importantly be in control of your emotions, not let somebody get the best of you or hurt you, right? Some of you, this is coming from a place of fear, or maybe even trauma from your past, right? But that fear serves as a blockage, though. It's a hindrance. It feels like it's serving you, but when it comes to energy flow and the improvement you're looking for, it actually hinders you. And again, I feel like there's some questioning here. Which way do I go with this? So let's see this person's heart space. The Emperor, but it's in the reverse. The High Priestess. Two of Pentacles. Why am I yawning now? And the Strength card. So Libra. See, now this person has done some work on themselves, both emotionally and spiritually, maybe even physically. And they're not wanting to be, how can I put this? They're okay with not having control. You know, like this person knows that they do not control you. They are instead like trusting their intuition and trusting that if they follow their heart, then what's for them will find them. And they're really trying to stay strong in that knowing here, Libra. Even though I feel at times they do go back and forth. Maybe I should force this or try harder, you know. But I feel like overall they're more so in the space of like, whatever comes will come. This could be a real big breakthrough for them. It seems silly that giving up, better said, giving up control would take strength. Seems like that would be the easy thing to do. But our egos like to wrestle things to the ground. It wants to dominate. So it actually is difficult to let go and let go of control. Because it requires faith, which is of the spirit, not of the ego. And it requires transcendence. And so there's some sort of transcendence happening here, Libra. Let's see, most likely outcomes as of now, which can be changed with free will. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. There's that Hangman in the reverse again. Here you go. Well, I was getting ready to say some of you want to continue to be patient, take your time, take all things into consideration, not really do anything. But I actually feel that is what's changing. That's what's shifting. It's like you're shifting gears here, where it's more action oriented. It's more about doing the thing and saying the thing. It's about coming out of the waiting period, Libra, getting immersed into the physical world and the physical experience that you came here to live, right? Getting out of your head and into your life. And that requires action. Well thought out action. Some of you overthought action. But I do feel that there is action coming, movement coming, change coming to the situation, and it's going to be full speed ahead. And you actually have a lot more control, so to speak, in this than you think, because you get to control how you feel along the way. You get to control how you think in every second of every day. And that is the most control you ever truly need in this life, is that control over this. The mind, body, soul connection, and your connection with your inner being. Let's see this person's most likely outcome. Hey, Ducky Doo. Finally, my dog's hair is starting to grow back. I don't know if you guys knew, but I not accidentally. I had to shave my dog. Dog, come here. He had big knots in his fur and they couldn't get it out, and I had to shave him. Come here, I want to see you. Come here. Come here, let them see your hair. You got hair now. Come here. Why are you just staring at me like that? Come here. Come. He doesn't feel like it. That's fine. That's fine. Well, maybe if he comes over here, I'll show you. But right now, I'm not arguing with that face. He just got this look on his face, his cute little face of like, what, huh? Anyways. Okay, this person's most likely outcome: Two of Cups, Two of Swords, in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles. They're certain, they're sure. You know, it took them some time to have this breakthrough, this clarity, to really find themselves, to release the things that are no longer in their control. But they have accomplished something. They have made some sort of transcendence or elevation in their energy. And with that is bringing more I heard solitude. Okay, that's interesting. But more solidarity, I guess, to their life. Like, they are in the space of being loyal, committed, productive, you know, willing to put the time and energy into the things that matter to them, to this connection. Some of you, they feel a very strong bond with you, soulmate connection. They are no longer questioning something here, and then they are ready to do whatever it takes, right? But in a productive sense, not in a controlling sense, if that makes sense. So, wow, let's see what the guidance is for Libra. What a great reading. What is the guidance for my Libras? Doc, you better come over here and let them see how cute you are. Ducky-doo. You want a treat? I'm gonna trick you. Any other time you'd come straight to me. Just got me looking a fool right now. Okay. Anyways. Back to you, Libra. Oh, finally. Card number 3. The law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. So there is this vortex of becoming, a vortex that contains all of the requests, all of the amended requests, each and every detail of each and every asking that has emanated from you. And the law of attraction is responding to that. The vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for the completion of every request it contains. All cooperative components are being summoned and are coming for the completion of these creations, for the answering of your questions, and for the solution to your problems. Ooh, 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 Libra. Wow, very interesting. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Capricorn, Scorpio. I've got Leo, Aries, Libra, Leo again, Libra, Aries, Pisces, and Virgo energy. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. Keep in mind it's a general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future content. I am bringing the Sunday lives back, although probably not every Sunday, but at least a few a month. So if you don't want to miss the notification for that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, you can find me also on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. All of it linked down below. Wishing you the very best, Libra. Until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.